In the last module, you learned that if you don't include a citation for information from outside sources, it's plagiarism. In this module, you will learn how to make citations. In this lesson, we will focus on in-text citations, which appear in your writing. You may remember this text from the quiz in the last module. The writer found this information in an outside source, but he didn't tell the reader where it came from. In other words, it doesn't have a citation. So let's add one. We now have the phrase, according to Singer and Krolik, 2021. This is a citation. So what are the parts of a citation? The most important part is the author's last name or author's last names. It's also standard to include the year of publication if you can identify it. When you use an online source, the author's name is usually above the start of the article or document. In this case, you can see that the authors of this article are Natasha Singer and Aaron Krolik. You can see that their names come after the word by. The publication date is usually at the top as well, typically below the author's name. Here, you can see the publication date of May 9th, 2021. Some online articles don't show the author's name. What do you do in this case? Well, you can use the name of the website, such as the New York Times, or you could use the first part of the URL. In this case, www.nytimes.com. Now we're going to look at 3 ways to do an in-text citation. The first way is the one you have seen before, using the phrase according to, plus the author's name, and then the year of publication in parentheses. The second way is to start a sentence with the author's last name, put the year in parentheses, and then continue the sentence with a reporting verb. The third way is to just put the author's last name and year inside parentheses. We're going to look at these 3 ways in detail now. Perhaps the simplest way to write an in-text citation is to use the phrase according to plus the author's name. The year in parentheses comes next, followed by a comma. Then you can continue the text with the information from that source. The second way to write an in-text citation is to use a reporting verb. In this method, the author's last name becomes the subject of the sentence. After the author's name, put the year in parentheses, and then continue the sentence with a reporting verb. We'll talk more about reporting verbs in the next slide. After the reporting verb, you can continue the sentence with the information from your source. It may be a phrase, or it could also be a sentence that begins with the word that. We call this a that clause. There are many reporting verbs, and here is a short list of some of them. You can see that the author's last name is Christoph, and we could say that Christoph agrees, believes, claims, concludes, discusses, explains, indicates, reports, shows, states, or suggests. What do you notice about all of these verbs? Do you see the S at the end? Typically, reporting verbs are in the simple present tense. The third and final way to make an in-text citation is to put the author's name and the year inside of parentheses with a comma in between. We call this a parenthetical citation. The parenthetical citation normally comes after the information from the outside source. In this example, it's at the end of the sentence. Now you know practically everything you need for making in-text citations.